Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Let's do it. Maybe. Oh, shoot. I'm missing my intro video. I got everything but my intro video. That's all right. Let's do this.
I take a breath, I'm not gonna lose. This is what I came here to do. I walk that wire and I take that step. Won't look down, got no regrets. Won't look down, got no regrets. I was made for this.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Dude, today is Tuesday, April 2nd, 2000. Let me turn this down just a little bit on my gain. I'm popping up loud. Today is Tuesday, April 2nd, 2019. That's right, Tuesday, April 2nd, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the first and the very last time it'll ever be Tuesday, April 2nd, 2019. So we want to make sure we make the absolute most out of this incredible day. You guys cool with that? Let's make the absolute most of this incredible, over the top, insanely beautiful day that we have ahead of us. It's going to be awesome. Listen, yesterday, my dear friend, my very dear friend, Lisa Copeland, she had me on her show. It was awesome, man. It took us a while to get it going. We had some technical issues. We had some problems with the connection. We had problems holding the feed. But one of the great things about Lisa Copeland is she's in it to win it. And so even though we had some difficulties, ultimately we were able to get the show out. But the reason that I'm highlighting and that I bring up Miss Lisa Copeland first thing this morning is Lisa Copeland, this young lady right here, dude. She's got 35, count them, 35 years of experience in the auto industry. Can you believe that? 35 years of experience in the auto industry. And this past weekend, her and I were talking, and she's in the middle of writing a book. She's in the middle of writing a book that kind of tells her story of her climb in the auto industry, all the way from the very beginning, where she was scared, timid, and afraid. In the very beginning, where she was stereotyped, she was pigeonholed, she was told that she couldn't do it because she was a female in an all-male industry. She tells the stories of having flat tires on the side of the road and her dad coming to the rescue. I'm sorry, not a flat tire. She had her vehicle, she had an accident with her vehicle, and her dad wouldn't come to the rescue. So she had to find her own way. She had to figure out a way how she was going to get a car, and she figured the best way that she could get a car was she could get a demo at a dealership. If she went and got a job at the dealership, then she would get a car. And so she tells these stories of her rise. Now, Lisa Copeland, for those of you guys that don't know, she went from being a salesman to all the way climbing up to where she owned her own dealership. And not only did she own her own dealership, but she crushed it. She absolutely crushed it. Okay, she took her dealership to number one. She did things that no one had ever done before with the Fiat line. She sold more cars than anybody else, and she did it in a very special way. She created runways in her dealership. She was serving women in the dealership. Like, she literally created a runway like a fashion show. So every time that you bought a car, you would go down this runway and everybody would come and they would clap and cheer. And she created an experience. And because she created that experience, she was able to rise her dealership to a level that no one had ever seen before, to the point where the owner of Chrysler made a custom vehicle just for Lisa Copeland. She is an absolute pro. And so as she told this story of her ups and downs and her highs and lows, I read through this story and I'm thinking, okay, Lisa's a friend of mine, but she's also highly successful, right? As a matter of fact, Lisa just signed some contracts recently, like some big deal contracts where she's going to make millions of dollars. She's going to make millions of dollars helping women in automotive. Helping women in automotive, not just to buy cars, but helping to inspire women in automotive and make them understand that they can sell cars, that they can be a part of this incredible industry that we have, this automotive industry, helping dealerships to understand that the woman, the female buyer is powerful, and she's like the number one influencer in the world. You guys realize that? Like, all decisions are pretty much made because of women. All wars have been started because of women. Not in a bad way, but because us men are so influenced by women. And yet the auto industry, we tend to ignore this fact. We tend to not cater to our women buyers. We tend to not cater to our women employees, but they're powerful, they're fierce. And my friend Lisa Copeland has stepped into this. She's now going to make millions of dollars helping people in the automotive industry, focusing on women in automotive, helping them to buy, helping them to sell, helping them to work, helping to train them. And here's the thing, Lisa Copeland, she was made for this. She was absolutely made for this. And now that she realizes this, she's completely stepping into it. And it's like somebody's poured jet fuel on her career. She's stepping into the thing that she was made for. And I am so very proud to call her a friend. And I'm also very proud of Lisa Copeland and all of her success. I'm not just proud of her, though, as a friend. I study her. Because as I've told you guys many times before, success always leaves clues. It always leaves clues. And so when I see people winning, I study, I train, I learn everything that I possibly can. And so I've been studying Lisa. Her success leaves clues. Lisa will get mad if I say age. So let's just say Lisa's either 45, 50, or 55, or somewhere around there. Let's just say that. But at whatever age Lisa is now, she is fully stepping in to what she was made to do. My question for you today is, are you doing the same? Have you figured it out yet? What you were made to do? And the real question, for those of you that haven't figured it out yet, is how do we figure that out? How do we figure out what we were made to do? That's what we're going to talk about today. But before we do, you know what we got to do on this show. We got to dance, man. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm feeling that today. I'm feeling that right there. This is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, I need you to hit that share button. For those of you on Instagram, you can't hit the share button, but keep tuning in. This is also the part of the show where I want you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you. I absolutely love saying good morning to my people and interacting. So whether you're watching live or on replay, say what's up. Good morning, Joey Banbell. How are you, sir? What's up, Joe Leach? My man Robert Fuller's up in here. Eric Willeroy. What's up, CJ Craigmeyer? How you doing, Denise? Denise is up in here. Denise Morrison. What's up, George Fleming and Kurt Allen McFarland? I need to check in on you and see how you're doing. Sean Weatherby's up in here. He's in Italy right now. Crazy. What's up, Nikki Budge? Vicky Everett's up in here. And Sandra Benstock Delolio. What's up, Amy Bach? And how are you doing, Mr. Josh? What's up, Gail B. Craft? Everybody's up in here this morning. I love it. Casey Rossiter, Derek McLean. Oh, Marcus Stone. What's up, Marcus Stone? How you doing, sir? Dottie Dobbs is up in here. Casey Rossiter, Bruce Suggs. Everybody's up in here today. I love it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Naomi? I can't wait to see all of you guys at Hustle and Grind Con. We got that popping off. That's getting ready to go. I hope you guys aren't freezing up. On my computer says I'm full stream, but on my monitor up there, I'm getting a little freezing up. So hopefully that's not the case for you. Listen, I've been talking about this for a while, and now you're running out of time. Because Hustle and Grind Con 2019 is almost here, my friends. Hustle and Grind Con. I am headed to Orlando, Florida. The beautiful Orlando, Florida. I am headed out there for Hustle and Grind Con, which is going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to be absolutely incredible. The speaker lineup is off the chain. It is going to be so powerful. The networking opportunities, the ability to grow, to study others in success, listening to the speakers. I can't wait to take notes after notes after notes. It's going to be awesome. And you guys are crazy because we've had massive amounts of last minute sales. It's crazy how many people are signing up to show up at Hustle and Grind Con at the last moment, but I'll take it. It's a blessing. I want you there. It's going to be intimate. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be absolutely hands down the most incredible conference in the history of the world. So I need you there in Orlando. Come on. You're going to be surrounded by people like this. Lisa Copeland's going to be taking the stage. She's a true pro. I'm also going to pick up this guy, Brandon Randolph. I'm going to pick up Brandon today. You see, I met Brandon. My wife and I were getting married. And my wife is from Kentucky, and I, on the other hand, am not. I grew up in a place called Arizona. Let me see. Hold on. Something's going on here. I got to get this. It's distracting me, so I'm just going to shut this down. Boom. That way it doesn't distract me anymore. Okay. So I grew up in Arizona. My wife grew up in Kentucky. And when we got married, there was one thing that I did not want to do. I did not want to spend our entire reception explaining to everyone how my wife and I met, right? Because no one in my wife's family knew anybody in my family. All my family lived in Arizona. My wife's family all lived in Kentucky. Here we were getting married, so it was a bunch of strangers coming together for our wedding. And I didn't want to spend the whole night explaining how we met and telling the story over and over and over. So I thought, well, I've got an idea instead of having to tell everyone how we met over and over and over and over, why don't we just make a movie? Let's get some actors. Let's make a movie that tells the story of how we met. We'll show it at the very beginning of the reception. And then in doing so, once we show everybody at the beginning of the reception, that'll answer all the questions of how we met, and we can go on and enjoy the reception. And so I was looking for somebody that could do that video for me. And that's how I came across Brandon. I posted on Facebook. I needed a videographer, and up popped Brandon Randolph. And I had no idea when him and I made this video for my wedding. I had no idea that this guy was going to completely transform and change my life, and that our relationship was going to completely transform everything for me, and how I go about my day and how I go about my business, because Brandon is my videographer. Every video that you've ever seen of mine that's any good, and I clarify that because I've made some of my own that aren't that good, but every video that you've ever seen of me that's any good was made by Brandon Randolph. He is an absolute pro when it comes to making videos. And see, what I love about Brandon most is that he can shoot videos all day long. He can edit videos all day long. He can re-edit videos all day long. He can do it for hours on end, absolute non-stop, staring at the screen, editing, searching for every single detail. He's looking for lighting details. He's looking for graphic details. He's looking for sound details. He can spend hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, like just relentlessly working on his craft. He can do it all of the time. That is his element. And I'm going to have him this week. He's going to be with me all week at Hustle and Grind Con. We're going to be shooting videos. We've got another conference coming up that I'll tell you more about later. We're going to be shooting some videos from that. We have another powerful thing that Lisa Copeland and some of the other experts in the auto industry, we're coming together and creating something. Brandon's going to help us shoot that. Like, we're just going to shoot content all week long, and I'm super excited about that. But let me tell you something about Brandon. When I asked Brandon if he would come down to Orlando with me for the week, shoot video, edit video, do all of those things, he not only did he say yes right away, but guess what he didn't ask me? He didn't ask me how much I was going to pay him. Never a question about money. You see, Brandon was made for this. This is what Brandon does. This is what Brandon loves. This is his passion. He loves telling stories. He loves making videos. He loves invoking emotion out of people. He absolutely loves it. It's his absolute passion. It's what he does for a living on the side. See, the money comes on the side. What is it that you do for hours on end without a money conversation? That's a question I have for you this morning. Think about that. What is the thing that you can do for hours on end without ever having to discuss the financial side of it? Last night I watched my wife. We had my daughter had a friend over for a sleepover. So there's 7 kids in the house, and I watched my wife bathe the kids and feed the kids and play with the kids and handle all of the punching and fighting and wrestling and kicking and screaming and all of the other things. And she's changing diapers and she's doing all of these things. And my wife, she homeschools all of the kids every single day, and she makes their every single meal. She was making cinnamon rolls like from scratch. She makes them from scratch. She doesn't pop the can in the oven. She makes cinnamon rolls from scratch for the kids, and she'll make pancakes from scratch for the kids. And she's always making every single meal: breakfast, lunch, dinner, the snacks, all between. Meanwhile, I watched her do loads and loads of laundry because she wanted to make sure that I had all the clothes that I needed for this week in Orlando. And at the same time, she was ordering groceries and making sure that we had everything that we needed and that they needed to feed the kids. And I'm watching my wife as she's doing all of these things. And not to mention, she is starting every day in her Bible. She's studying her Bible, and she's creating activities for each of the kids and things that they can do. And she's taking them to soccer practice, to dance practice, to t-ball practice, to football practice, to football games, to dance recitals, to competitions. She's traveling all over the place up into Ohio and out of state so that my daughter can get the best experience. She's doing all of these things. And now let's keep in mind, my friends, now not only is she doing all of these things, but she gave birth to all of these children. She delivered them. She sacrificed her body. She breastfeeds every single one of the kids for the first year. Like, she's made this sacrifice. And I can tell you 100% honestly, my wife has done all of this without asking for a single thing in return. She's never asked for a single thing in return. My wife is made for this. This week in this series, we've been talking about made for this, trying to figure out exactly what I am made for, and you trying to figure out exactly what you were made for. And I'm here to tell you, if you want to know the answer to that question, you got to answer three. First, you have to answer three simple questions, and that's going to help you get the answer to that larger question. Question number one is, what are you an absolute pro at? Like my good friend Lisa Copeland. What are you an absolute pro at? You're the best. Nobody does it like you. What are you a professional in? What can you do passionately without money being a factor? What is that thing that you can do relentlessly, end over, like hour on top of hour on top of hour? What is that thing that you can do passionately without money being a factor? I'll give you an example. I come in here, I do this show, hashtag Rise and Grind. I get up at 3:50 in the morning. I leave my house at 4:30 in the morning so I can do this show with you here live at 5 a.m. Ain't nobody paying me to do this show. It's a passion. I love it. I love connecting with you. I love the experience. I love the group. It's my passion. Nobody has to pay me to do this. Nobody bought this studio, these cameras, none of that stuff. I do it because it's a passion of mine. I love it. I feel like this is what I was made to do. I was made for this. The third question I want you to ask yourself is, what are you willing to sacrifice everything for? Literally, my wife has sacrificed everything self so that she can pour into these children every minute of every single day. Literally, she's given up every opportunity. The woman can't take a shower by herself. The woman can't use the restroom by herself. She constantly sleeps with one eye open and has for the last 10 years because she's got to be on high alert. If there's a moan or a groan or a grunt or a cough or a sneeze, my wife hears it. She knows about it. She doesn't travel. She very rarely leaves the house other than to take the kids around and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, she does plenty of that. But she has completely given up self to pour into what she was made to do. So today I want you to ask yourself those three questions. What are you an absolute pro at? What can you do passionately without money being a factor? And what are you willing to sacrifice everything for? Answer those three questions and you're going to realize, wait, I was made for this. This is what I was made for. You see, you got guys out there like Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. I challenge you to go out there and find a video of Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, or Kobe Bryant. If you find one, send it to me because I haven't seen any. But I challenge you to find a video where those guys are talking about money. Find one video where they say that they're out there doing it for the money. I challenge you. On the other side of that, I guarantee you can find hundreds, if not thousands, of videos where they talk about the sacrifices they make, the relentless passion that they have, and the fact that they wanted the entire time, their entire career, to be nothing more than a professional. I want to dive into that word professional real fast, and then I'm going to let you out of here. Professional derived, it actually, if you look back to the Latin definition of professional, it derived from the word profess. It means to profess your skills to others and to vow to perform your trade to the highest known standard. To profess your skill to others. Put it out there. What is it? What are you best at? And then vow to perform your trade to the highest known standard. That's what you must do. That's what you were made for. I need you to step into that. Step into that thing that you were made for and be like my friend Lisa, where she's just got jet fuel being poured on her right now. She has completely stepped into it. Completely. And she is being rewarded for all of her passion, all of her fire, all of her professionalism, and all of her hard work. And I want that for you too. I completely want that for you too. Because see, I know something about you. I know that you are a child of God, uniquely made by the God of the universe to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And you're already starting to make some good decisions. You're waking up earlier. You're watching #RiseAndGrind. You're putting yourself out there. All of your comments, all of your posts, all of the things that you're putting out there. And I want you to know that I recognize that. I see that. It's starting to make an impact. It's making an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. It's making an impact on me. And I, for one, absolutely love you for it. I do. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. So do me a favor, go out there today and just absolutely step into that for which you were made for. That you are a pro at. That you can do passionately without money being a factor. That you are willing to sacrifice everything for. Step into that and watch what happens in your life. I promise you, it'll be like jet fuel. You'll take off. You'll soar with eagles. If you need more videos like this, you can go to GlennLundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, you can go to GlennLundy.com. If you haven't got your flag yet, go to RusticAmerica.com. And if you would do me a big favor, if you haven't done so already, push that share button because the world needs more of this right here. And sometimes you pressing that share button can change someone's life. Most importantly, will you join me? I'll be in Orlando tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We're going to do this all over again on #RiseAndGrind. Love you guys. Have an incredible day.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. #Rise and Grind, #Rise and Grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, #Rise and Grind, #Rise and Grind. Grind, grind, #Rise and Grind, grind, grind. #Rise and Grind, grind, grind. #Rise and Grind, grind, grind. #Rise and Grind. First thing on my mind, early in the morning time. Daily motivation, feeling so divine. Waking up the nation, #Rise and Grind, #Rise and Grind. Don't stop, get it, get it. #Rise and Grind, stop, get it, get it. Waking up the nation, #Rise and Grind. Waking up the nation, #Rise and Grind. Good morning. On my feet before the sunrise. Stepped into my greatness, feeling powerful and energized. Thankful to be alive. #blessed. Write my mission, vision, values, and my gratitude list. committed, cause who really loses if I don't win? Can't cheat the grind, only get what you put in. So I'm mastering my mentals, I'm focused on my physical, I'm developing spiritually and manifesting miracles. I'm gonna get it started.